Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm in my take a Trump shot at trading listings, taking that Trump shot at trading. I don't have the 1% hat on today because, you know, my braids are still looking decently fresh. My edges aren't too bad. So we're gonna be talking about anger and why you gotta let go of anger if you wanna, you know, really become a successful trader. I have let anger bring me down to a low vibration before, like from depression. I just had to let go of a lot of like pain and anger that I had towards my parents, because when I found out certain shit, and you know, I was like one of those kids that had a lot of inner child healing to do, and I just had to realize none of that shit's my fault, because it was just the way I grew up. Like, I just had parents who, you know, just didn't really like each other. Like, I was one of those who, you know, weren't born into a happy family. It's like I had parents who just seemed like they didn't really like each other, and you know, I was the kid that was kind of like pushed to the side. And if you're that kid, you gotta just, you know, learn to just let shit go and just don't have the same type of morals as your parents. I just had to learn, sometimes you even have to leave your parents at a distance. Like, sometimes I don't feel bad that you know, I've kind of just been protecting my energy. Like, you don't have to vibe with anyone. It doesn't matter if it's your parents, you can just really isolate and focus on you. And that's why I'm just happy I'm just learning to let go, because sometimes I just really fall back into addiction due to anger and depression, because sometimes, like, I can't even believe like half the shit, like, you know, my parents revealed to me. It was just kind of like fucked up, because it's like I would never like do the same shit to my kids. And you know, I'm just like one of those that's just learning to let shit go. And I just had to realize, you know, my parents had to reveal everything the way they did because they were just, you know, mad the universe really struck them with karma. And you just gotta, you know, kind of just focus on yourself and just learn to let shit go. And in order to become a successful trader, you gotta have your emotions intact. You gotta stay at a high vibration to fall into alignment, because if your mental health isn't there, I'm telling you, this is from someone who had crown breakage, behavioral issues, mental health issues, addiction, like on top of addiction. Like, you gotta just let go of pain and kind of really just, you know, forgive and let go of the past. Because I was like one of those that, you know, flared up and I'm just doing outbursts. Like, I'm just like one of those kids who just really had a lot of inner child healing to do. And I just had to realize none of that shit's my fault, because, you know, I just had parents who just didn't, you know, really care how shit was gonna affect my mental health when I was older. And I just, you know, had to just realize it is what it is. And sometimes you just gotta realize sometimes your own parents don't really care about you or want the best for you. And, you know, you just gotta accept it and just kind of focus on your goals. And for me, that's just, you know, trading and rap, and, you know, going the highest I possibly can in both career fields. And that's why I'm just, you know, kind of isolated and just focused on, you know, moving and dealing with people who support me. Like, I started distancing myself from people who didn't support me, who were putting me down, who wanted me to do shit for free for them. Those are the people who don't value me or my time. And, you know, they didn't really want to see me make it. And, you know, they were trying to give me advice to sabotage me, throw me off my path. Cut people like that off, leave them at a distance, because most of the time they aren't even doing what they're supposed to be doing. They don't have what I want, you know, out of life. They don't have what I want out of life. You know, and I just had to realize, you know, you don't have to take everyone's advice. You can just listen and, you know, in through one ear, out the other. And, you know, if my parents kind of had to just do shit the way they did, it's because they know they had shit morals. They just did some fucked up shit. And I just had to just realize it's not me, because I wouldn't blow up or do the type of shit that I, you know, do or did if I just didn't, you know, deal with the type of shit that I dealt with. And, you know, I just have to realize it is what it is. And I just gotta focus on, you know, rebuilding, because honestly, I fell into survival mode because of that. I told you guys I lost my job, whole bunch of shit. Like, I just went on a downward spiral. Cars breaking down. I ended up you know, Walmart sparking, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Uber. Like, I had to, you know, find my way out of survival mode. And sometimes you gotta just, you know, be selfish and get out of survival mode. Like, I had to be an asshole to family, friends, because at the end of the day, they don't care if I make it in what I want to make it in. They don't care if I'm down bad. You gotta level yourself up and not really care about other people. You don't have to, you know, care about your parents either, because at the end of the day, like, they didn't care about me, or, you know, I don't know. It's just like, you gotta just focus on yourself to become the best version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, obviously, you know, your parents made their choices and they got to figure out a way out. So that's why I stopped feeling bad for my mom. She got to just figure out how to, you know, level herself up, just like I did. So I just had to, like, let go of shit and just realize, you know, everything happens for a reason, and just kind of let go and just focus on the charts. So you got to just have your emotions under control if you want to really become a successful trader. You don't want to, you know, take trades when you're angry. Let go of that anger. Go, you know, talk to a therapist, make a YouTube channel. A day in the life can change your life. Like, imagine if you started posting a day in the life today. What would your life look like in February of 2026? I recommend quantity over quality. You don't know which video is gonna hit. You don't know which listing is gonna hit, which song's gonna hit. You gotta just push them all out and just see, you know, what happens. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't overthink anything, and just, you know, if you're thinking of an idea, just put it out there and just don't overthink it. You gotta just figure out how to let go in order to really fall into alignment and, you know, just become the best version of yourself. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe.